tight while it lasted. I thought that we were forever. I didn't know any better. Took a second chance, trusted you again. I feel shattered. Broken strings cause you play me like a violin. Shame on me for all your 7 deadly sins. Had it all but you craved attention. Drowning in your own reflection. Put me down just to see me get back up again. 6 feet under and you're ready to give all the pain. If I was your new addition, you make me part of your equation. Shattered from the past, wish you were my last. Shattered me to pieces like broken glass. Frozen looking at pictures that we took back in the summer. I thought that I would remember how we used to feel, but this isn't real. Now we're over. Take it all, there's nothing left here anyway. We used to talk, but now we don't know what to say. Now we're just two passing strangers. We tried, you lied, goodbye forever. Put me down just to see me get back up again. 6 feet under and you're ready to give all the pain. If I was your new addition, you make me part of your equation. Shattered from the past, wish you were my last. Shattered me to pieces like broken glass.
Hello. Wait, so what all has been going on in chat? Hello. I was like... Hi, Saria. Hi, Ari. Anyone else that's here? I had TTS reading off chat, but I was also filling out the stuff to try to rent this kayak, so I didn't pay attention to all of it. Also, my phone is reading TTS out really loud. Okay, there we go. I got it fixed. So yeah, so I came here to kayak, and their website's this is like the last weekend they're open, so I decided I'd go try to kayak again. Their website said they were open until 6:30, but they're closing at 5:30, or not 5:30, because it's 5. Well, yeah, I guess 5. Well, like 5:30, 5:35, something like that. So I was gonna do a hour-long kayak tour rental, but they said I could do a half-an-hour one, so it'll be kind of short kayaking. But I went and filled out all the stuff really fast, and they said, you know, just try to get back about 5:30, 5:35, something like that. So I'll go cruise around here. I guess I've already been kayaking for like 5 minutes, but I kayaked out here and then started it. I had to turn on my GoPro. So I guess you'll get a little bit of kayaking, and then I'll like walk around or something, so it's not such a short stream. Anyways, I hope you're all having a nice night, or nice day. This is a really cool place to go kayaking, and it has... No, this is this is a little bay off of Lake Washington. So it's like, that right there is like downtown Bellevue. The place I went to last time, that was the last day that they did kayaking. They had told me they thought they might still be open the next weekend, but they weren't. So this place was open like 2 more weekends or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, and I thought, you can't see it right now, but when you're back that way, you can actually see a cell phone tower over there. So I thought this would make a nicer stream also, because the bit rate was really freaking bad half the time at the other place. So this is a better place to stream kayaking. It'll be a little short, but I thought about just not going, and I'm like, no, I mean, kayaking for 30 minutes is better than none at all. And it'll be like my last chance to before like probably next spring or whatever. Private property, no trespassing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've never seen Lake Washington get high at all. Like, there's a few rivers that run into it, but they're all like small rivers compared to like how huge the lake is. So, and the rivers don't really flood. They'll get like a little high sometimes, but like the lake gets really low in the summer. Like, it's actually really low right now. At least for how low it gets. Here, the bank is really steep, so like, ignore. So I feel like it's probably usually at least like a foot deeper than it is right now. Here the bank is like kind of steep, so you can't really tell. But there's like some places like in the lake where there's like there was a place down in Renton that me and Veryl went kayaking at, and July, I guess, like beginning of. It's not that cold. I'm sticking my hand in it right now. It's not that cold. It's like low 60s, but I'm like perfectly warm. And hi, Spooky. Wait, so they don't, who asked your family? They don't want to go kayaking? Cold enough to freeze preserve bodies. Huh. It might be a little cool to swim in. Like, it would be a little cool to swim in for how cool it is today. If it's up in the 70s, I think it'd be alright swimming in it. Dang. That's sad. Well, I think this is the last day they're open anyways. At least according to their website, but hello? Hi, Mr. Winnie Cat. Huh. I'll paddle over here. Uh-oh, my dry bag's trying to slide off the kayak into the water. Yeah, I don't know if they're open past this weekend or not. I was thinking today was like... Me and Beryl came here before and we asked them, and they said they might stay open later if it was nice weather. So, like, they might still be open next weekend, I guess, if it's nice weather. So I don't know if you could actually go kayaking anyways or not, even if your family would go. So you might be able to. It's actually pretty shallow here. You can see the bottom. Oh, did I scare them? No, there's a bunch over there flying away also. Oh, and how are you, Spooky? I don't think I asked. Oh, and Mr. Winnie Cat. Rental. I'd like to buy a kayak. I might go try to buy one before the spring so I could kayak next year. Yeah, this is a nice place to kayak. Nice. Yeah, so rental. I was gonna do an hour rental because the place's website says they close at 6:30, but they said they're closing at 5:30 today instead. So all I got was a half hour rental. So I don't actually have that much more time. I guess like 15 more minutes, 20 more minutes. They said to get back. They said they were closing at 5:30, but they didn't get me in the water until 5:05, and they said they would rather me be back at 5:30, but I could be back at 5:35, so I actually get the 30 minutes. Yeah. And it's actually kind of cold around here. I came around the boats, and there's like a really good breeze blowing. So that's downtown Bellevue, the skyscrapers you can see, and this is a park and a marina, and this is a little bay that goes off of Lake Washington. Like if I paddle over here around the corner, you'll be able to see Lake Washington. Oh, my shoulders are stiff from playing Beat Saber. Hi, let's go. Oh, there's a seaplane coming over. It's actually more wavy now also, because this part of the lake didn't really have waves when I came out here, but there also wasn't this much of a breeze either when I got in the water. And it's a lot wavier. When I was here before, the water was perfectly still, like the whole bay, like it was back there. How are you? Let's go. So that seaplane looks like it's turned around and going back towards Seattle now. So I'm assuming that's a tour. You can do like seaplane tours here. I've never done one. But there's a few places that do them, and they fly you around over Seattle. So you can see like Space Needle and all that stuff from the, like fly you over all the popular areas. I guess touristy stuff, so you get to see it all from the air. So I noticed, so this house has swans there. There was another dock back there that had a stuffed dog on it or something. I think that was actually a couple. So I noticed that last time I was here, a lot of these docks and stuff have animals on them. I assume to scare the birds off, because people don't want birds pooping all over their docks. Still good, yeah. Cool, this is a lot better than the last place I went, cell service wise. The last time I streamed kayaking, I figured this would be better. That's why I wanted to try to come here. Uh-oh, the sun's gonna be blinding when I get around the corner. Oh, so guess what? All those squats I did the other day playing Beat Saber, I'm actually still a little bit sore from them, but I wasn't hardly sore the first day. And then yesterday, which was like 48 hours after, I got sore, but not near as sore as I figured I would for doing like, I think I did at least 500 squats that night. At least according to that mod that says how many crouches there are. I assume that's like in a song, assuming it's right. So I'm like a little bit sore today, but not that sore. Like good enough to sit in the kayak. And I had thought about going bike riding, but I thought this probably would be my last chance to kayak. I don't think they're open next weekend. So I decided to just go kayaking instead. But my legs are getting really, really used to squats. I can go play almost just 50 one stream. And I mean, I got sore, but for how that would have, like a couple weeks ago, that would have made me not be able to walk for 3 days. And like I could get up out of chairs easy yesterday. I was just a little sore. So I'm getting like really, really used to playing 50, I guess. Well, there was like 2 different weeks in a row where I played so much I couldn't hardly walk 2 days later. So, but yeah, I guess maybe it just takes like 2 times of playing so much that you can't hardly, like last week after I played all that much, there was that one day, like I'd sit down in the car for like, and drive someplace for like 30 minutes and my legs would get so stiff that like I couldn't get up. Like I'd have to pull myself out with my arms because my legs wouldn't function after sitting there for 30 minutes. So, you know, I guess after that, then I figured I would be that sore this time because I did like just as much Fitbit or more, but I wasn't. So I guess next time I'll try to do even more and see if I can even do enough to make myself not be able to walk 2 days later. It's a boat cruise, man. I'm gonna go right out here to the corner where we can see the lakes better, and then I think I need to head back. That should give me just enough time to paddle back. Maybe kind of along that coast or shore over there. Actually, I can't see the lake. The sun's blinding, but maybe you guys can see the lake. Ooh, here's the boat waves. Oh, they're not that large. But that one is pretty decent. I don't know. I actually don't know. Maybe charge you a fee, maybe just yell at you for staying out past closing time. So here's the lake where the bay comes out. So that like right over there is Mercer Island, and then that over there is the other side, like Seattle side. But yeah, I don't know. She said they were closing at 5, and then when I didn't get out until like 5:05, she said, you know, as long as I was back by 5:35, so I actually got 30 minutes. So I don't really know what they do if you stay out longer. I don't really want to find out because they might charge you a fee. This is still a lot of fun. I might have not streamed it because, like, well, I can walk around the park. I don't really like doing really short streams, but I decided I would just go ahead and go live and then rent the kayak. Since I was only gonna kayak for an hour, and then people would have time to show up and not miss the kayaking. So I started the stream, then I walked up there and they told me they were only doing it for 30 minutes, and I'm like, well, crap, I'm already streaming. It's like, and I was thinking, well, I guess I could go someplace and do a walking stream, but I don't really want to walk that much with just Crocs on and stuff. So I thought, well, I guess I'll just do kayaking for 30 minutes because it'd still be fun, and then just walk around like here or something, and that'd be fine. I just didn't really want to walk around for like an hour or an hour and a half in Crocs. Well, these are $10 Walmart brand Crocs, and I bought them 3 years ago. So they were a little bit comfortable when I first got them, but that was like 3 years ago. So now they're worn out really thin, and they were $10 Walmart Crocs to begin with. So I've never actually had a real pair of Crocs. Yeah. Well, I got them. Oops, what did I click on? I had this lying upside down. I usually wear chacos around everywhere, but I bought them one summer when we were going to the pool a lot, and I didn't want to get my chacos. I didn't have any other like flip-flops or anything really, and I didn't want to get chlorine on my chacos every time I went to the pool, and it like dissolving the straps. And so I was gonna buy Crocs. What? Hello. Yeah, I mean, so I looked at Crocs, and they're like, I don't remember how much. I think they're like $40 or $50, like brand new. So then I looked around at a few thrift stores to see if I could find any used ones. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Right. It's 5:30, so I'm just gonna take like 5 minutes to get back right over there. There's like 6 other people getting out right now anyways. And then I'll be up there about the time they all get out of the water. Or maybe not quite take 5 minutes, but probably take me 2 or 3. Oh, so I guess we could go swimming after this if I wanted to actually jump in the water when it's like 63 or whatever temperature it is out here. Oh, also, I probably will stop the stream when I get out of the water and go turn in my stuff, because I don't want to stream them really without asking first. And then I'll start it back. So I'll probably go BRB for like 2 or 3 minutes. Probably only take 2 or 3 minutes. Huh, not super new, so doesn't, I mean, this is likely to just be someone being silly or a troll as a bot. I'm used to bots just selling followers. I don't know what kind of I don't know what someone would get out of having a bot spam stuff like that. Awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry it's not any longer, but this is still a lot of fun.
Here.
All right. All right, cool. Thank you.
Good time?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, even for 30 minutes, that was still enough time to go all around the bay.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, it's the weather, the wind died down, so it's perfect conditions. I feel like do good things.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I'm so glad.
Cool.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. Okay. I guess now I'll
So cool.
wait, I'll just stop it now before I go back over to the table. So I will be right All right, so I got the kayak turned back in and everything. I figure I'll go walk around the park a little bit, for at least a few minutes. I'll actually go up out in the pier. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, I see. Okay. Well, yeah, I am holding it up like a head height. Like face height or whatever. I can't really see it unless I stick it right in my face with the hat blocking the sun from my eyes. So yeah, I guess you're getting the view of, so I'm like 6'2", and I'm holding it like 3 or 4 inches below my eyes, but you're getting the like almost 6 feet view. Yeah, so I got back at the exact time. Everybody else was still checking in or checking out when I turning their stuff in, and I got there and turned my stuff in, and then walked out just slightly after the other people, and then she followed me out and locked up the doors. I guess so, actually, yeah. Like I'm literally a foot taller than you, dang. I guess this is all the same views that you can see from the kayak, but they're up off the water a little more. Oh goodness. I guess. Well, I've heard someone else say that before. I don't even remember who though. And there's some really large ships here. Like that's basically like a yacht or whatever, I guess. All right, let me sit down here real quick and hello. Take my backpack off. Giant money sinks. Oh. All right. we go. Yeah, I didn't know how much something like that was exactly, but I assume like millions of dollars. I was still carrying my GoPro around, so I figured I'd stick it in my backpack. Oh, so here's some, wait, that's one of the rental kayaks. So maybe we're fixing to find out what happens if you get back like 20 minutes late. At least it looks like a rental kayak. Hi. I didn't want to get in the way. Wait, maybe that's not a rental kayak. It's just the same brand because they're going back out into the lake now and the employees aren't yelling at them. Okay, so now good. I'm walking around talking to my phone, but I'm not walking around talking to my phone with a GoPro hanging off my hand. So maybe I won't get... I was getting some really strange looks because this is also Bellevue. And I get the strangest looks streaming when I'm in Bellevue, where people act like they hate being on camera and everything. Like more than anywhere else. And in Seattle's opposite. Seattle, you can do literally anything, and you're just normal. Oh, so there's just a walking path up here, a playground. Oh, you can't see at all if you turn towards the sun. Guess I'll just walk around over here a little bit. Go on a short walk and then go ahead and stop. See how far this trail goes. Oh, it probably goes up to the top. Oh, sorry, yeah, so other than kayaking, I can tell you about one of my other money spending things I did this weekend. I went and bought a Starlink Mini because they were $200 off. So now I too am going to stream with Starlink. Ooh, this is really nice here. If you get higher up, you can see further. So yeah, I I've been wanting one for a long time, but they were $500 and they were on sale for $300. And I had a bunch of rewards from Best Buy that paid for almost another $100 of it. So far it works real well. I won't have as many issues because well, it's for IRL streaming. It's so I can drive up into like parks where there's no cell service and stream. I mean, as far as fiber, we can't get fiber at our house. Like literally the only thing we can get is DSL. I mean, cable, or we can get cable or like Verizon home internet or something, or Starlink basically. No, it's fine. And you can't, Starlink is at capacity here, so you can get Starlink residential here, but they charge you, they used to have wait lists, and the way they do it now, they don't do wait lists. They just will still let you go ahead and sign up. They just charge you a like capacity fee or whatever, and it's more or less depending on how overloaded it is. Well, here, if you sign up for residential, they charge you $1,300 because I guess that's how at capacity it is. Roam plans, you just buy a roam plan and you can use it anywhere in the country. So I was a little worried that it wouldn't work very good since they're that much at capacity, but I like did a bunch of speed tests in our backyard yesterday, and I was getting like 250 or 300 megabits download and 40 or 50 meg upload, which is crazy because the upload is faster than our cable internet, like home internet. And then I didn't have a mount to mount it on the roof of my car. Yeah. And here it's like it's at capacity, like in the metro area, like Western Washington. So it seems like it's all people in the city getting it, but the internet is so bad here that I could see people just getting Starlink instead of being stuck with Comcast, because most of the areas, like Comcast is basically the only thing you can get. But yeah, so I was getting really good speeds, and yesterday I stuck the thing on my dashboard where it could see up out of my windshield and drove around for like an hour testing it to see how it did. And yeah, well, if you live in the north part of the metro, there's Zippy Fiber, and they run fiber all over the place, and most of the places you can get good internet. If you live in the south end of the metro, there's Comcast and CenturyLink, and CenturyLink is most of the places DSL, and it's like 3 megabits or something, unless you live someplace where they can give you a little bit better. So your options, there's a few places where where CenturyLink has run fiber, but not very many. So mostly you just get Comcast or whatever wireless you can get. Oh, yeah, I wish when we were last time we were looking to rent, there was a couple houses I found that you could get CenturyLink fiber, which I really wanted to just move someplace that had fiber, but the houses were like, we found a house that was way nicer, so it's like, we got a nice house, but you could only get Comcast, which it's been mostly fine, except for 2 years ago when it went to like what started getting packet loss all the time. And I had to fight with them for 2 months for them to actually go fix it. That's the main problem. If anything's wrong with it, they just it's like a nightmare to get them to fix it. So for us, the whole neighborhood was like or maybe everybody that was on the same node. I don't even know. But like they replaced the drop going to our house and everything, even though our neighbors were having problems also. Yeah, basically me and a few of our neighbors complained for like 2 months straight until they finally fixed it. The only reason I think it got fixed that fast is they have support people on Reddit you can talk to that are a lot better than the phone people, and I talked to them for like 2 months because they kept sending contractors out, because they mostly send contractors out to calls, and none of those people know what they're doing. Like literally, like the first guy they sent out, I think I probably knew more about cable networks than he did. But they eventually, after I told them what happened, so the Reddit people were like, okay, we'll send a Comcast tech out. And he figured out that there was something wrong, but said that, you know, he basically couldn't figure out exactly what was wrong to like prove it, to get them to fix anything. But then like a few days later, they sent the same tech to our neighbor's house. So basically, they basically sent, so many neighbors were complaining. They were sending so many techs out to our neighborhood that I guess it was costing them too much money. So that got somebody higher up to actually pay attention to it and get it fixed. So that's all you need to do, is basically get enough of your neighbors to complain, assuming their service is all bad also, that you're like, you know, they're spending too much money. And it just takes like 2 months. Which, it probably wouldn't take 2 months if it didn't work at all. The problem is ours would work most of the time, and every like 5 or 10 minutes it would just drop a bunch of packets, go to almost 100% packet loss. No. I had considered taking it with me in case I went way out there, because I don't actually know if the service would pick up around that point, and then decided no, I already have enough other electronics, and I didn't have any dry bags large enough for the Starlink, and figured it was really unlikely I'd turn over, but I probably shouldn't take out my brand new Starlink and turn over, and you know, I don't think it would hurt it because it's waterproof enough to be on top of a car driving in the rain. So as long as I didn't keep it underwater, it should be waterproof enough to get splashed like quite a bit, and maybe even get underwater for a few seconds if I turned over, and probably not hurt it. But I figured I'd probably have good enough service. A little bit larger in my iPad, which is actually not that bad. It's like probably a foot wide and I don't know, 14 inches tall or something. Just barely over a foot tall. So it's like kind of just a big square. But not quite a square. It's a little rectangular. And cool thing it's really light. So I got it and just figured what I would use it for is, I thought it would be fun to go to like North Cascade and over on like the Olympic Peninsula to some of the parks and stream. But the North Cascade, when you drive over it, you go out of cell service, and then you can drive for like an hour or an hour and a half or something through the park and not have any service like at all, where you can send texts or anything. So like the only option there is Starlink. And Olympic Peninsula, there's service in the towns, but and right around the towers, but you get in between towers just even driving down the highway where it doesn't pick up good. So I thought I'd use it for that, but after I got it yesterday and figured out how light it is, it doesn't weigh any more than one of my battery packs. So it's just literally like adding another battery pack to my setup weight-wise. So I'm actually going to put a luggage rack on my bicycle, and when I go out in the like mountains, most of the places I ride in the city, I have plenty of service, but like when I ride those rail trails on the mountains, I'll just freaking bungee cord it to the luggage rack on my bike or something. Because it worked pretty good in my car, just through the windshield where it couldn't see half the sky, and I tried it out like carrying it around our backyard, holding it right near my body, and it seems like I don't really block enough of the... Hi fish, I'm good, how are you? And I don't really block enough of the sky to make it that much worse. So having on a luggage rack on my bike, I didn't think that would ever work because my body would be in the way. I don't know, I don't think it would work in a... Wait, did you just get here? I assume you at least know I'm talking about using a Starlink. I don't know if it would fit in a backpack very well. The problem is it would be turned too much sideways and it needs to be pointed up. If I want to go backpacking and hold it where it's pointing up, it would work, or mount it to my head. Okay, nice. I wasn't sure what you heard, so I wasn't sure what you meant by that, but I figured you had to mean me mount it to my head or something. Well, you could strap it to the back of the pack. Yeah, I'd have to, I guess, strap it to the back of it where it's kind of like angled up a little bit. And if I did that, then it would work. Hello. There's some people walking right in front of me, and I figured I wouldn't just like keep it on the camera where the, you know. And then right when they got in front of me, they decided they want to go downhill, so they turned around. But yeah, I thought about that. Is bike riding, it would be fine because I could just stick it on the luggage rack. Backpacking, the weight would be fine because how much weight I already carry, it really wouldn't be that big a deal just to add the Starlink to it. It would just be mounting it somehow where it works. Oh, and it'll also pick up from inside the backpack. Like if you have it near the outside, unless it's like metal or something. I even tried it yesterday in one of my backpacks. You can just stick it inside, and so you could strap it to the outside, or if I had like a big backpack and I could sit it like a big backpack. Like if I went backpacking, I could probably just sit it on top of everything near the top of the pack and like looking up, and it would probably work good enough like that. Because it doesn't seem to make much of a difference, at least not with a thin backpack, if you have it inside the pack or outside. Like it's a little bit less speed, but not that much, which I thought was kind of crazy. Yeah, so I guess we'll see how it goes. I thought before it gets, like, starts snowing and it snows it in and they close the highway, I'll try to go do a North Cascade stream and, Yeah, I guess that's true. If it'll pick up 3 inches of snow just as good as not having snow on it, then you'd think it'd pick up through a backpack just fine. I never even would have thought to try it in a backpack though, but I was reading a little bit yesterday about people that used them, like walking around, like how to mount them on your back, and there were some people that said they just stuck them inside their backpacks. And I'm just like, what? You mean it'll just pick up from in there? So then I went and tried it. But yeah, so driving around, like I drove down some roads yesterday that had trees. Yeah, I figured it probably was. Yeah, I drove down some roads yesterday that had like big trees on each side of them like this, and it's kind of a little bit hit or miss. Like you'll be driving one way where I guess you can see satellites in between the trees, and then you'll turn on a different road or go around a curve, and then it like dies. It almost never completely disconnects. Most of the time when it died, it would just drop the bandwidth enough that it would be down to like 1 megabit or half a megabit or something. So most of the time you'd still be able to see video. It just might look kind of bad. Anytime it has a decent view of the sky, like if I had it sitting right here, see there's trees all the way around there, but if I had it sitting here and it could just see this, it would get like plenty of bandwidth. At least every time I tested it yesterday, it seemed like if it could see like half of the sky, it would get enough bandwidth and be stable enough to easily run my whole stream off of just it. I guess the problems are if I drove under enough trees where it disconnects, then it needs quite a bit of sky to figure out again like where it's pointing and everything. Like if I open the app, it'll say it's communicating with satellites, trying to figure out what direction it's pointing, and sometimes it would take it like a few minutes. Oh look, that's cool. So I guess we'll see how annoying it is. There's like a few tunnels in North Cascade and stuff like that. So like if I, drive through a tunnel and the thing disconnects, and then there's trees on both sides of the road, so it can't hardly see enough satellites where it takes it like 4 or 5 minutes to reconnect, it might be a little bit annoying. It'll work really well places where there's some cell service also. And I can like, just bond them all together or whatever, but I really want it so I can go into parks where there's no service. So I guess I'll at least do a few streams and we'll just see if people, it really depends on how much downtime you want to sit through to see the nice views, because most of the parks I'd go to, once you get up to the higher elevations, there's not that many trees, and it would be mostly open sky, and it would be really good. It just depends, like, if it cuts out enough going up there, where it, works enough where it's, like, watchable. I figure I'll first drive through the parks, and then if I find out that's not reasonable, that it, cuts out all the time, then I could just wait until I'm up to the top of the mountains. That would just be shorter streams. If I'm only, streaming at higher elevations with less trees, so. But yeah, I just got it yesterday, and I just got the car mount today too. It picked up good through my windshield, but I think it would pick up much better if the roof's not blocking a lot of the sky. So I got a mount today to mount it to my crossbars so I can stick it on the top of the car. and see how much better it works. And I might try to go somewhere sometime this week, because it's supposed to be nice for the next few days. This is actually nice looking now with the sun shining through the trees. I guess I theoretically could, because I'm only gonna use it for streaming, basically. So yeah, I guess I mean, you can write off anything like that as long as it's only business use. I don't really have reason to have one other than just, business use. Oh, Beryl is messaging me, so I was responding to the messages. That's why I was just sitting here for a minute. Let's see. Alright, cool. I guess I'll walk on over there a little bit, see how much further this trail goes and stuff, and then maybe head back towards your car. Oh, here's a plane cruising through. I assume the phone picks it up a little bit. Oh no. That is sad. I need new Tiku map. Sweet. I've been liking all the Tiku maps anyone gives me, so that sounds really nice. I mean, it's a really, really nice view. Who wouldn't like this? 65 degrees isn't that cold. It's cold compared to the... Wait, I have a question. How does your family survive living here in the winter? Because, like... I mean, sure, it's been nice the last few months, but in the winter, it's like... There's like 3 months straight where it never gets above 45, basically. So how did they not die then? Huh. There's just a bunch of different trails that go through the woods. So we'll see where this goes. Unless it just ends right here. Nope, it goes down the hill. Oh, this goes to the paved path. Oh, it just switchbacks. Cool. Oh, it goes this way also. I might walk at a cell service. If I do, I'll just turn around and walk back fast. I'm going down in a valley under a bridge. Oh, okay. Yeah, our house is really old and really drafty. So even if we keep it kind of warm, it gets like really cold around the windows and stuff. And like one room will be like 2 or 3 degrees warmer than the other and stuff like that. So I freeze inside during the winter, and then I go outside and I freeze even more. So I like basically when I go to sleep at night, I cover up in my bed and then I stop freezing. But the rest of the time, anytime I'm awake, I'm freezing. So that's why I don't like the winter. Well, I freeze more than most people also. Like, if I'm moving around like here, like, I don't know. That's the next thing I was going to get to also. Like, I think it would just be too depressing not going outside. Like, when it usually starts getting bad in the winter, I'll stop going outside. For a little bit until like for like the first few weeks, and then I'll go so stir crazy I'll be like, you know, this isn't even worth it. I'd rather freeze to death than stay inside all the time, basically. Like, and I just start going outside. It's like just too much. I can't take more than a few weeks without going outside before I start going insane, basically. Oh, so I guess this just goes up to the parking lot and ends, which is what I thought. There's another parking lot here. All right, let's cruise down this path. And it's also really weird that I have cell service down in this valley. Why did I say anything? As soon as I said that, it kind of dropped out. But yeah, that's why the winters are harder here in the southeast. Sometimes you'd have a few weeks where it would be really cold, but there's a lot of days there where it will, like, you know, get up into the 60s or upper 50s and be sunny even in the winter. Maybe less in January and February, but like December and March, there's plenty of days when it gets up that warm. You really only have 2 months so where it's really bad. So like there's some days where it's like 35 degrees and raining and it sucks, but all you do is just not go outside on those days and wait until there's a day that it's, you know, 55 and sunny and you can almost wear shorts. But here, so I just basically never got used to the cold because I just avoid it mostly, at least avoid it enough to, I would bundle up a lot if I really wanted to go out, and otherwise just avoid it. But here, if you avoid it like that, you just don't go outside for 4 months. So at least that last winter I got used to it. Went outside enough that I got kind of used to it, or at least my my hands would stop going numb as much. Mostly what I don't like is my like I can kind of stay warm, but my limbs don't stay warm. Right, bye, Mr. Winnie Cat. Hope you have a nice rest of your day or nice night. Oh, you can go down there and jump the creek if you want to go across. It's weird, there's no rocks in the middle. You just literally have to jump across. I wonder where that goes. Up into the woods? Yeah, bye, Mr. Winnie Cat. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. I want to go explore in the woods, and then I'll just come back out here. We can see the sunset one more time, and then I think I'll stop. Because I don't want to stop in the mud. Oh, there is a rock over there. So all you have to do is stop from here to that one, which is like not a very large stop. Here's at least not for me. Oh, it's actually not really muddy. I guess. Oh, you actually can step on these. They're just really slick. Oh, well, it's because I'm starting to get cold. And I don't want my feet to get... I mean, we've been talking about going kayaking, which, you know, if I'm kayaking and I'm paddling, I don't get cold. Oh, this just goes up to those stairs. I saw the stairs. They go up to the, I guess, the sidewalk on this road. I was nice and warm kayaking because I was paddling, but I guess walking around is less work. And it was fine out there, but this under here is colder, and it's actually starting to get kind of cool. All right, yep, just the stairs. I mean, it's not that cold. I'm just used to it being in the 70s. And it's probably like 62 or something. And I have swim trunks on that are, half of them are still damp. And just a really light sun jacket on, basically. And so, not the warmest clothes either. So, not really cold, but my hands are starting to get slightly... like cold. I've talked about it before, and that's what I was starting to say. I don't really get that cold. It's just my limbs get really cold. Like I can bundle up enough that my whole body's nice and warm, but even if I wear gloves and everything, my hands will get so cold that my fingers will just start getting stiff, basically. Like if I'm out for a few hours or whatever. No, I guess maybe it looks similar because it's a big wide path. No, that was down on the East Side Rail Trail, like halfway between Bellevue and Renton. And this is, I've never actually walked around here. This is actually the first time I've ever streamed here. And only the second time I've ever even been here. Yeah, I guess it just looks similar. Big tall trees and a big wide, bike path. Yeah, I forgot about that. That freaking runaway dog. And poor doggo. He just didn't like being house sat by its neighbor and was done with life. Yeah, it's really nice. And I didn't remember because they stopped kayaking early, but all of this is lit. Because I was starting to think about, oh, well, when is park closing if the kayaking's stopping? But I can't remember for sure, but I think it stays open until 8 or 9. I remember looking last time and it was open really late. Because all the trails are lit, which is nice. There's not very many parks around here that actually have lighting on the trails that stay open like after dark. Like most of the places around here, and just everything closes at dusk, like right at dusk. And so that just goes back uphill. Would you post that in the wrong place? That's really funny. GTS didn't read it off, so I didn't even realize. Oh yeah, that's do you remember I was telling you guys that it just read off exclamation mark is what it would say? I'm using a different app now, so it doesn't actually read off the stuff. I should have went back up the hill because there'd be a nice sunset, like different than there was earlier. Although I think there's people on the bench I was sitting on. I can't look that way, it burns my eyes. It's too low to even... I can see it on the phone good though. Yep. The only reason I saw you say that is because I was looking at the screen. Wait, really? Oh, I need to go play Fitbeat tonight. He hadn't mapped anything else in like so long. I thought they'd stopped mapping pretty much. That's amazing. I want to just, every time I play the game, just play so much Fitbeat that I can't walk the next day. That is my goal. There's a nice picture of that in Discord if anybody wants it. Oh, sweet. Alright, there we go. I was like taking pictures, trying to figure out. Wonder if I should go back up the hill. I think I will before I leave real quick. I'll just walk up the sidewalk this way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back up the hill and see what kind of sunset pictures I can get now that it's this time of day. If you can get any different ones or better ones. See, it was literally, people are walking down there with cameras. It's literally sunset. picture kind of day. I'm sorry for I'm probably spamming anybody that has pings on for that channel, but I'm putting all these in Discord, so anybody that wants them. Because I have it set up where I can take pictures with the streaming app, and it just automatically sticks them in Discord. And then if you want the picture, you can just go download it out of Discord. Oh, you showed them the stream that says 65. Oh no, you ruined it. Well, just go show them a picture. The overlay's not on the pictures. Just go in Discord and find a good picture. Well, it didn't upload that one. Well, heck, it just tried for a long time and just gave me a notification that it couldn't upload it. I can't adjust the lighting with this app is the only thing. I also don't really want to take my phone out of my other phone out of my backpack. Oh wait, I actually have it in my pocket, so it wouldn't be hard. My Pixel takes better pictures with the lighting than my iPhone also. It wouldn't upload that one either. Well, dang, I broke it or something. Maybe I don't have cell service on my iPhone. It's using it to stream. I don't know why it won't upload them. There's a helicopter cruising by. Seen quite a few of them come over here today. I think you can see the mountains a little bit back there. Or is that like way in the distance? Am I high enough up to see them, or is that just a ridge? I wonder if you can see them down in the water. It was really, really clear today. Like if you were high enough up to be able to see like Olympic National Park. You hadn't hardly been able to see it since July, like mid-July, because there's a big forest fire burning over there, and it's been hazy. But today's like the clearest day I've seen it. That's what I was thinking, because I think that's too far south, looking that way for the mountains. I thought it might be mountains at first, and then when I zoomed in, where I could see it better on my phone, I figured it's probably a ridge. Because I think I'm looking like southwest or something. Or maybe almost south. I'm not sure. From this way. Looking out of the bay. But it's like, it's been really, really clear today. Like the clearest I've seen it in probably like 2 months. Other than maybe a few rainy days. And most of the rainy days, where it's like kind of cleared out there, the clouds have been too low to see the mountains. Man, I wish they rented kayaks later. This would be a nice time to go out on a kayak. Like right at sunset. I should go buy me a kayak and I can just go out whenever I want to and for however long. Huh? Wait, about what? Huh? About what? About what I said? I just said a lot of stuff, so now I'm not even sure. Sorry. About what you're confused about. Oh, okay. I mean, I do. I could fit it on my car just fine. I don't have a kayak holder, but I don't think I need one. I can just lay it on the crossbars and strap it to my bike trays. I have to agree at this point, water cold. Wait, so at this point you wouldn't go kayaking either? Like when the sun's going down? Well, I'm like crazy. I've gone swimming when it's like 55. Like swimming when you get all the way in, like actual swimming, like in the water. I'm not saying I wasn't cold. Like I didn't swim for that long because I started just shivering anytime I'd get out of the water. But, you know, I'm just saying unhinged enough to go swimming when it's... I also should say it was in a pool. I wouldn't go swimming in that water. It's a little bit too cold. I don't want to actually freeze to death. I just want to, but I don't mind being cold for a little while. I don't like the winter because, like I said, I freeze inside and outside and I never warm up. I don't mind freezing for like an hour if I can go get in my car or go home and take a shower after swimming and get to warm up, as long as I don't have to stay cold. I just hate going outside and getting cold and then my hands and feet freeze and then they just stay cold the rest of the day. Sometimes I really don't understand you. Yeah, I'm just an idiot. I complain about the winter, but I'll go swimming for an hour when it's 55, and that's fine. I would go kayaking right now. Yes, actually. We don't use it though, because I don't know when's the last time it's been cleaned. I asked the landlords back last winter, and they said they also didn't know when it had been cleaned. Like, they didn't think it had in years and years and years. And I don't know how much somebody's used it, like how much stuff has built up in the chimney. So I'm a little worried about lighting the house on fire and I never researched how much it would cost somebody to sweep the chimney or whatever. I really don't want to burn down someone else's house, you know, since we're renting. I wouldn't want to burn down my own either. So I'm kind of scared of lighting fires unless I go get the chimney swept. I guess if they rent the house for the chimneys, most landlords take the chimneys out of the house. Ours didn't. They just told us, you know, so they told us if we used it, we needed to get it swept when we move out. But I asked them if the last tenants got it swept, and they said that they weren't actually sure if they ever used the fireplace or if they got it swept. So, and I don't know if it had ever been swept since they've owned the house. So for all I know, it could have been like, you know, 15 years or something. So I guess it would be something they were supposed to do. Maybe if they had told us we could use, you know, they told us we can use it. We just, but they all don't, you know. Like, we have the heat and everything. Like, our heat pump died and they put another heat pump in the house. So it's not like we don't have heat. It's just the chimney would just, the fireplace would just be to have nice fires. Dang, that's kind of expensive. And then the firewood's kind of expensive also. So basically, if I want to go spend hundreds of dollars to have fires, I could. I figured it'd be expensive. Everything's crazy here, like expensive. Like the last time I got an alignment done on my car, like I'm always, you know, I have my idea of what prices are, which is what they are in the Southeast. And then I've figured out here, a lot of them, if you double the prices, then that's accurate. Some of them aren't quite double, but like, oh, we have a fire ring in the backyard. I've thought about actually doing campfire chat stream. I don't know. I didn't know if anyone would want to just chat. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, don't you mostly... Well, no, I remember you've talked about this before. You have a geothermal heater where it uses lake water. So the lake water is cold in the winter, so it doesn't heat very good. It's just mostly good at doing AC. And I think... sounded like yours has heat strips to help it out, and that runs up the power bill, so you do wood to help out. Doesn't sound warm enough for you. To try to keep from, to have nice fires and not run up the power bill, I guess. Wait, doesn't sound warm enough for me to do fire stream? Oh, Yeah, wood's kind of expensive here, because, or at least places you can buy in town. Could maybe get it cheaper if I had some way to haul a decent amount and, like, haul it in. But, I mean, I can fit a pretty decent amount in my car if I don't mind getting the back of it nasty. but not really enough to want to go drive like, you know, an hour and buy wood and drive back. But anyways, who here, is there anyone here that wants a campfire stream? I mean, I'll just do it anyways, and I'll find out then if people show up or not. I mean, that's what I was thinking. I asked if anybody wanted it, and then I'm like, wait, what am I saying? I'm just gonna go freaking even if no one says they want to watch it right now, I'll just go stream it, and if people show up, then I'll do more of them. If nobody at all shows up, then I might not do more. Because like someone might just not want to say they want to watch it, or people that aren't here right now might watch. So that's why I kind of corrected myself. I'm like, wait, why am I asking? I'm just gonna freaking do it anyways. But yeah, there's a lot of logging in the Pacific Northwest, or at least some, but it's all, you know, way outside of the metro area. The closest I really know of where there's a whole lot of logging happening is like, you know, maybe like 2 hours from here. An hour, like if you drive way into the mountains, or an hour from here or something. Yeah, I was kind of planning on doing it one day if I do another like baking stream. I made more cheesecake bars. I had kind of planned on doing a baking stream yesterday, and then I thought I'd either do Beat Saber afterwards or do a campfire stream, because it'd be really easy to go from a baking stream to a campfire stream. But I didn't sleep that much yesterday, and so I was kind of tired last night and didn't think I really felt social enough to go try to talk and be entertaining and make cheesecake all at the same time. And so it sounded more fun just to watch Izza's stream and make cheesecake and just chill, so I did that. So, but at some point I'll make something else on stream, do another baking stream. And I might do like a campfire stream or something after that. Yeah, I ate. So that one day what I streamed was cheesecake. What I made last night was cheesecake bars. Really the only difference is it's like thinner. So it's like the same amount of crust. It's the same amount of graham crackers I use for the crust, but you put all of the crust on the bottom, and so there's none on the sides. So it's not an actual like cake with sides. So you just have a thicker crust down at the very bottom, and a thinner layer of like cream cheese for the cheesecake. I don't know why, but I kind of like them a lot more. They're lemon blueberry bars also, and I think there's just more lemon and blueberry than, like, higher lemon and blueberry to cheese ratio. Because I made that lemon blueberry cheesecake on the baking stream, and then I made some cheesecake bars like a week after that. Yeah, I might like it like that more also, because like cheesecake, you have just really thin crust under it, and then you get to the end of the slice and you're eating almost only crust. And the cheesecake bars, the crust is just more spread out over like the whole piece. Also, I don't know, I assume you were saying you like thick crust and doing a joke. Size. I'm sorry. Is it a joke I didn't get? I don't get most of your stream titles. Most of them I have to read them multiple times before I get them. Oh, that. Oh no. The Big Butt song or whatever. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what it goes? I like big butts and I cannot lie, or something like that? Or am I not remembering it right? Okay. I was like, I hope I'm not just making that up and it doesn't actually go like that. I was getting scared for a minute. Okay, cool. Like big, thick crust, and I cannot lie. I do like... Oh yeah, that's in it too, also. I don't listen to that kind of music, but that dang song is so popular, you just hear it a lot. Or I've heard it enough that I kind of remember the words if something reminds me of them. Like, I don't think I actually tried to learn that one. I did actually go freaking learn Poker Face, and what else have I sang recently? Wrecking Ball. But, Yeah, I think that's probably where I heard it, like on radio and stuff like that in the 90s. Like in the... Actually weird, I know popular... Well, not 90s, because I didn't, like... When did I ever start working? Probably like 2003, 2002 or something. So I don't know 90s music really well, but like late 90s and early 2000s music, and then 2000s music I know really well. As far as like pop music, because most of my jobs I had in like from when I started working until like 2012 or something, or no, actually until like 2016, was all like working in stores, and most stores play like popular pop music. So if you work in like, so I just hear popular pop music all day at work. So I guess since like 2016 I've had other jobs where I don't hear music all day, so I'm like out of it. So I'm normally out of it anyways, because I don't listen to a lot of music, but I at least wasn't out of it as far as popular pop music went, because I'd hear it, at work. So there was like 10 years or 15 years that I actually kept up with what pop music was popular from that. And then other than that, I'm uncultured as far as music goes. Like song count 92. Yeah, and I don't think I heard it much in 92. Like I don't think I really heard that much popular music, because I didn't really listen to it when I was a kid until I started working. Oh, because you did hear so much of it? How come they... You worked there like way past the 90s though. I guess people... Did they play whatever people wanted to? I guess it was probably music that people were playing, because I assume they didn't actually play any music officially in the warehouse. Maybe people that worked there really like 90s pop music. Or 90s and 2000s pop music. Like, I don't know if I can zoom in good enough where it really looks good, but you could see the bridge earlier, but now it's dark enough that you can see the interstate going that way better, because you can see the headlights. You can see the cars kind of coming off the bridge and going up into the tunnel. I could see the bridge, but I couldn't see like them going up to the shoreline until it kind of got this dark, and so you can see the headlights and stuff. Alright, I'll zoom back out. I can't. I have to almost stop breathing to hold the phone that still. And can't hardly talk and hold it that still. Oh, I wonder what it looks like in wide angle. When it gets really dark, the lighting's different with a wide angle lens. It just lightens it up more, I think, right now. This has been kind of fun, just sitting here talking and watching the sunset. Yes, I think the last time I really kept up with pop music, like what was super popular, is back when like Green Day and Linkin Park was really popular. Because like, well, I don't know, most pop music I don't like either, but some of the Linkin Park songs and some of Green Day's songs were probably the ones that I liked the most out of the super popular overplayed stuff. And then I haven't kept up with music that well since then. Or at least not pop music. I mean, I know some stuff is popular now. Well, popular to... I was going to say popular that gets mapped in Beat Saber, but I don't know that popular as far as what... I think some of the really popular Beat Saber music is like, I don't know, TikTok popular music maybe or something, and not actual, you know, general public listening to it like popular. You think that's pretty accurate for what's actually overall popular? Wait, is... Oh. Oh, look. See? Yeah, mine is also. See, there's some people kayaking. It's not too cold to kayak. I mean, you know, it might be too cold where you don't want to, but they are definitely not frozen to death. I see them moving. Yeah, all of mine comes from Beat Saber also. I don't even listen to music anymore. If I want to listen to music, I turn on a Beat Saber stream. Like, literally. Even when I'm driving around, I'll just, like, turn it on and just listen to the audio. Like, if they have TTS on, then you can even keep up with the conversations. Yeah, I don't know either. So maybe it doesn't exist. Oh. Oh, so it's like way more popular like in the US than it used to be? Yeah, I never ever listened to K-pop before Beat Saber. But I like K-pop music. Like, that's my favorite music that I've found through Beat Saber. Because, like, you have the other, like, popular stuff, like American stuff, or whatever that is, you know, mapped and stuff like that. But I would hear that stuff, like, in stores some, and on the radio if I listened to radio. But I never went any place where I ever heard K-pop. So, you know, that's like a whole genre that I just found just through Beat Saber, basically. And that's actually some of my favorite stuff that's mapped. A lot of it's like, most of it's really upbeat and everything, so it's like fun to chop blocks to. Yeah, I don't know that I can think of any time that I've listened to it without Beat Saber, but like, I don't actually really listen to music without Beat Saber, like I was saying, because I'll just turn on a Beat Saber stream or something. But I think I guess out of the really small amount of stuff I listen to, I guess I would listen to K-pop outside of Beat Saber, because there's some K-pop songs that I've liked enough that I've looked them up, like on YouTube, like outside of Beat Saber, and actually listened to them. There's actually not that much stuff that I play in Beat Saber and then I want to listen again after that, but like K-pop is one of those things. Yeah, I don't really have a playlist that I ever make, but I had like a few songs. I mean, I kind of stopped listening to music before so I used to listen to music a lot. I mostly just listened to it when I was driving, because most of the time I wasn't driving and I was at home. Like if I... Oh, interesting. Yeah, I like it. Like, if someone, like if I'm watching something like Portal Walker that only plays K-pop songs, like if there's any genre where somebody played songs and didn't run me off, K-pop is some of the stuff I could actually handle the most. Like, you go play, metal music and I'll leave way, way, way faster. It's at least the metal that gets mapped in Beat Saber, like Infinite Annihilator and whatever else I can't remember right now. Like that stuff I'll leave like, within like 2 songs or something, probably. In K-pop I'll stay for quite a while. You can see the headlights even better now. But the only thing I can really think about I've listened to outside of Beat Saber is some chill, maybe EDM music is what it would be, and looked up some K-pop music a little bit. Oh, and as far as stuff that gets mapped in Beat Saber, I like Vocaloid. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty terrible, at least to me, and most of the other metal stuff that get at least ranked, it's like all the burr maps and rank stuff that's mapped to metal, it's always like stuff like that. But I like K-pop, and I actually like Vocaloid music. It's probably the stuff that I didn't exactly find Vocaloid from Beat Saber, because I played OS some before Beat Saber, and I found Vocaloid music from, a lot of it is mapped in OS, but I found a lot more in Beat Saber. And most of it's nice. Most of it's like K-pop, it's like kind of upbeat and like, I don't know, cheerful sounding to me. It might not be. It might just be I can't understand the words. But it's more fun exercising, chopping blocks to like, you know, upbeat, cheerful stuff or whatever. Like I mostly like playing upbeat, nice stuff, like dancey stuff, or even like upbeat, like burr maps can be fun. Yeah. I probably like other Vocaloid stuff more because I've just gotten so tired of hearing Miku. Because you just hear so many songs. But it's still fine. I was thinking that while I was saying that probably a lot of the songs, the words are horrendous if I could understand them, but luckily I can't. K-pop, I can't understand any of it either. It's not in English, and you know, it's all upbeat and cheerful sounding, so they might be singing about, you know, death and destruction, but it's like, you know, it just sounds cheerful to me, so freaky heck. That's the first thing I thought also when Ari said Miku. Miku, ooh, you. I'm thinking. I've like listened to that too many times, and it's stuck in my head. Yeah, I figured it probably was, so I'd probably hate it if I could understand it. I probably wouldn't listen to it, but I can't understand it, so. That's what it sounds like, basically. I mean, I was thinking, word-wise, I don't actually like most popular music. Like freaking... What's the name? Baby No Money? Or whatever? Is that how you say that, right? That name? That seems familiar, but I don't know if I remember what Tito sounds like. Someone should use your voice for that lyric. Saucy Mickey mix. Yeah. I was going to just say the Big Dick Energy guy, and I'm like, no, wait. I'll actually try to remember how to say his name correctly. So yeah, anyways, the Big Dick Energy guy, I don't really like, I hate the words to his songs. If I start listening to them too much, I just feel like I'm losing brain cells. But most of them are really upbeat, and there's a few like Fitbeat maps mapped to them, and they're just really good maps to play Fitbeat to, kind of like K-pop. Oh. Yeah, maybe I've played it and I just don't remember. Or either I haven't. So, I guess I was saying a lot of the music I like, I don't actually like the words. And it's like I can't understand his lyrics a lot, but some of them I can understand. Like I've listened to Check so many times and 1-800 or whatever that I can sing a lot of 1-800 because I really like both Fitbeat maps to it, but like, you know, I don't really like the lyrics. It's like they're just really stupid. At least to me, you know. I mean, if you like his lyrics, that's fine. I just don't really. So I guess I was thinking about it after you said that we were talking about what a lot of Vocaloid was about, and I was saying I probably wouldn't like it. I don't think I really like most music that I actually listen to the words to. So I think I kind of prefer just music where you can't really understand what people are... Uh-oh, that's bad because I've been playing a lot of his songs. Like, I feel like I play one of those Fitbeat ones at least once a stream. I might be part of the reason you hate them now so much, enough to mute. And it's getting a really nice... if I zoom in like that, it looks orange. This, further out, it looks orange. It was lightening it up where it was more yellow than how it looked, but that's capturing it pretty well as far as how it looks to my eyes. Oh, okay, so talking about your hands getting cold, I've said, like, I don't know why my hands get so cold. I don't feel chilly, but I've been sitting here and I've had my hands propped up on this bar and the bar is cold. So I just took my other phone out of my pocket and my fingers are so stiff I can't hardly use the phone. Like, they're so stiff and cold, they don't hardly bend. And it's not that cold out here. My hands just freaking freeze solid. Like, if I go out when it's in the 30s, they'll just get so cold, even with gloves on, that I've gone IRL streams and I used to walk the dog, and I would go back and get in the car, and like, I couldn't hardly freaking grab the steering wheel and stuff. I'd have to like let my fingers like warm up and get where they would bend again. I don't know if this is exactly normal. Maybe my arm circulation is really bad. But it really doesn't take much for me to for them to be unfunctional. I'll try to put one more picture in Discord of like this. Let's see. Trying to Why does it get more orange when I zoom out? The dog is pulling on its leash, trying to get to me. The fork one. It came up from the park, from like right over there, and then they come walking on the, it was barking at other people, I guess, or maybe another dog. It was just trying to get to me, looked like it wanted pets, or to see if I had food or something. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna head back to the car because I am actually starting to get cold. I don't know, I realized it until I noticed my hands for stuff, but I guess it is kind of chilly out here. Look, you can see all the lights now also since it's dark. Guess it's not much of a walk back just down the hill. I guess I'll stream to the bottom of the hill. We can see what this sunset looks like from down there, and then I'll just stand there and stream, go raid somebody or something. Hour and 37 minutes. Cool. So this ended up being over 2 hours. So a nice long one since I just, you know, walked around and looked at the sunset for so long. Oh goodness, my knees are stiff also. I'm still sore from Fitbit, and then I just stood there and let my legs get cold, and now I'm walking down a steep hill and I feel half crippled. It's like uh-oh. Wait, are you watching it where they can hear it? And I'm talking about how, oh no, when I'm talking about how my hands are cold and everything. That's I did not help you out. You're trying to convince them to kayak, and then I just talked about I'm so cold my hands don't bend anymore, and they're like, yep, ain't ever going kayaking. I'm sorry, Ari, I ruined it. That's hilarious while I'm maxed out and I'm talking about slowly freezing to death. Hey, I mean, it was a way warmer. I will say that. It was much, it felt like it was 10 degrees warmer earlier. What's the temperature actually right now? It still says it's 65. How is it still 65? It was 63 when I got here, according to my phone. Oh, wait. I never turned the app on, so this is updating, but I don't know what city it's for. Probably Seattle. Is it that much warmer in Seattle than here? Alright, let's see what it switches to when I get it showing the weather for Bellevue. Still says 65. Huh. Maybe it's still that warm. I mean, it's not that cold. I thought my phone said it was 63. But the high was like upper 60s. I don't know. Anyways. It's still not that cold, but right now I am glad I'm not out on a kayak. It also helps you for paddling. I didn't really get that cold until I just stood there completely still for so long. Still says 65 for the stream counter. Yeah, that's why I was gonna see if that was actually accurate temperature, because I think so. I don't always turn that app on, because if I'm not, oh, I guess I did have it turned on where it showed mileage and stuff, but I forgot. I had meant to just have the temperature on, so I don't always turn the app on if I don't have the bike riding and have the mileage on, because it'll still update the time and the weather. If it doesn't know where I'm at, it'll just update last place the weather is at. But like, since the weather's almost always like the same around the same metro, around the metro area, like within a few degrees of each other, I don't really adjust it, or I don't really do that unless I go into the mountains. I don't really care about the weather. Do you mind if I add some? I don't know what that is, so sure, I guess, if you want to add some of those emotes. So yeah, it seems fine to me. Alright, so anyways, I'll go find decide who I'm gonna raid, and then go ahead and stop, I guess. Let's see. Not really that many people on. Right. Does anyone have an opinion between baking or cooking or Beat Saber? I could raid Spooky playing Beat Saber, or I could raid somebody I haven't watched in a really, really long time do cooking. Yeah, thanks for hanging out and chatting and everything. It was a lot of fun. Maybe it'd be less awkward if I raid Spooky, since I kind of want to drive home, so I don't really want to hang out that long. And I don't really like raiding people that I haven't watched in like a year, and then just leaving. Yep, see ya, Ari and Fish and Saria and everyone else. I hope you all have a nice rest of your night also. Alright, I guess I'll read Spooky.
Fucking stupid.
I don't know what's going on. I just heard random talking, and then I just hear someone yell effing stupid, and then I didn't hear anything else. Okay. Anyways, bye, Ari. And I'll send you a few examples before I add them and explain their origin. Okay, that sounds good. Anyways, I'll see you all later. I'm gonna try to do some kind of deep in the mountains stream sometime this week. So, and we'll see how watchable it is. I'm not sure when and where it'll be, but you know, maybe like North Cascade or something. So, assuming the raid's fixing to start. So, I'll see you all later. I hope you all have a nice rest of your day or night. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. You know. Goodbye. Night, let's go. I thought it had been a minute.